What's up, Louis? It's Guys here. Hope you're doing great. You've probably heard about the saying that property is the best investment that you can ever make. In today's video, I'm going to expose the biggest lie that people tell you when it comes to property. You've probably heard the saying that property is the cornerstone of wealth creation. You will never lose money with property, and that property is the best investment or the best vehicle you can use to grow your wealth. In some cases, this could be true, but there's one thing that so many people miss, and I'm going to show you exactly what this is in just a minute. Let's jump straight into it, and I wanted to show you guys 3 property deals, and if you had to choose, which one would you prefer to buy? As a beginner, I know exactly which one I would have bought. The first deal is a beautiful new development in Cape Town. It's listed for 2.83 million rand, and this specific deal is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 72 square meters apartment with some really appealing amenities and features. The second deal we have is a new development in Sandton, listed for 2.36 million rand. Also a really good looking property with some very cool finishes, and it's a really appealing property for most individuals. This is also a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 92 square meter apartment. Then we have deal number 3, which is a apartment building in Pretoria for 660,000 rand. This is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 83 square meters apartment, but it's obviously outdated. It's not fancy at all. It's really basic, and there's not a lot happening over there. If you had to choose one of these deals, money is not a problem, but you wanted to use it as an investment property, which one would you choose? And the reality is that majority of people watching this video will choose deal number 1 or deal number 2. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You just need to be aware of what you are getting yourself into. And just to put this into perspective, the first deal listed for 2.83 million rand can probably generate an income of around 20,000 rand, and after all of its expenses of 29,000 rand, you would have a monthly shortfall or loss of around 9,031 rand. Not so impressive. Then we get to deal number 2, that is 2.36 million rand. It can probably generate an income of around 18,000 rand, and after all of its expenses of 24,582 rand, you have a loss or a monthly shortfall of 6,582 rand. Then we get to the ugly deal, the bad looking, not interesting looking property that is listed for 660,000 rand. Of course, we could probably buy this property for much cheaper, and it could potentially generate an income of, let's say, 8,000 rand. This means after all of its expenses of 7,926 rand, you put 74 rand in your pocket every single month. If we look at the numbers specifically, we don't judge by looks, we don't judge by location, we simply look at the numbers. Which one would you choose now? Taking a monthly loss of 9,000, a monthly loss of 6,500, or gaining 74 rand every single month? This is a very random example, and the third deal isn't necessarily the best deal out there. But if you had to choose now, which one would you choose? The reality is that most people now would choose deal number 3. Again, deal number 1 and deal number 2 isn't necessarily bad investments. You can potentially make money as the value of the property goes up. And this is what a lot of agents and a lot of investors tell you to do, is to buy properties that will appreciate over time. And this is not a bad strategy. You just need to be aware that for the coming years, you will not be generating any money. Another problem is that what happens if that property has gained value? What happens if that property actually appreciated? The only way you can get access to that money is to either sell the property or to refinance it, which ultimately increases your overall debt burden. The problem is that people always say that every property is a good investment. And the biggest lie in South Africa is this exactly. Not all property is a good investment. If you wanted to find out exactly how much money you can generate from a property, if it will actually help you reach your financial goals, you need to understand how to run the numbers. I've said this so many times before, and people continue to buy properties without understanding the fundamentals of investing in property. If you ever wanted to find out more about investing in property, you can check out my online course and coaching program. Unfortunately, the prices are going up at the end of this year, so book your spot now and secure the lower price. But this is a guide how to buy properties that can actually generate cash flow and put money in your pocket. The problem with the properties that I showed you now is that it's a good looking property, it's in a great location, and you will probably be able to brag to your friends about the deal that you bought. But realistically, you will be the person that needs to pay for that shortfall month over month over month. And most of the time, it takes around 5 to 7 years to break even with these properties, because realistically, people don't escalate their rent. A thing about new developments is that it's easy to buy, it's the lowest risk, it's probably in a great area, it's easy to manage, but it also has a few cons as well. Stuff like, in my opinion, a new development property first needs to stagnate in value before it can go up in value. It's like wear and tear. If you buy something new and you get wear and tear on that item or asset, it will effectively stagnate or stand still in value before it can go up. You're definitely not going to lose money buying this property based on value, but it's not going to generate thousands and thousands of rands in value in the first few years. People love to speculate with Cape Town property. Realistically, speculation is not an investing strategy, and it can become very risky if you only want to focus on appreciation. The thing that I want to expose in this video is that if you ever wanted to buy property, you have so many different options. You just need to make sure that you understand that not all property is going to be a good investment. If you run the numbers like I've shown you now, that alone is not going to help you. You need to deep dive and do a lot of analysis to understand what this property is going to generate or cost you on a monthly basis. I also give away a free Excel sheet that you can use to run the numbers that makes this process so much easier. And this is exactly what you need to do, is to run the numbers and to understand exactly the income it generates, the bond cost, the rates and taxes, the levies, the commission you need to pay, the amount that you need to set aside for repairs and maintenance. Maybe there will be vacancy on this property. Maybe there's a special levy, or maybe there's some charge that you did not account for. If you do not do your calculations and run the numbers using something like this Excel sheet, effectively you'll be losing money month over month, and at the end of the day you're going to sell the property and you're going to lose even more money.